Carfino. The Kings are looking to penetrate the 36ers defence as Morrissey and Carfino run the baseline. They have to perimeter pass at the moment. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Morrissey fires. Scores two. The Kings are really going away with it in the first quarter. The 36ers have got it all in front of them. 21-9.
Well, Tim Morrissey is just about the most improved player in the league, and that improvement has been rewarded by his selection in the Australian squad for the games against the travelling Daydels. There's a nice drive from Mike Mackay, gives 2 points to Adelaide. 10 points the difference.
It's funny when you look at Mackay's and Morrissey's stats, they're very similar. Their rates of improvement have been about the same, and as a result, they're fighting out for that spot on the Australian team for the World Championships next year. Both of them getting a chance against the Daydels. Dalton, short with the shot. Ridlin from the free throw line. Can't score, but the Kings get a new shot clock. Carfino won't worry about it. Fires away, but can't score. 36ers. Almost cut out by Keogh. Mackay for three.
Well, a nice risky shot from Mike Mackay. There was no one there for the rebound.
Phillips to Green. Nice tip in from Orlando Phillips. Carfino. A foul. Looking to take on Morrissey. And the foul will be against Tim Morrissey that time. He didn't quite have position. Second personal against Morrissey.
Well, Tim Morrissey is that sort of a competitor. He really doesn't know where to stop. It's all or nothing. You see Mike Mackay gets him going on the drive, and Tim Morrissey takes his space all over the arms and puts Mike Mackay on the fouler.
Successful with the first, Mike Mackay. The 36ers back within 8. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. The Kings certainly in no hurry to get the ball to the basket this time. They'll be using as much of the 30-second clock as they can before they get a shot away. Morrissey, Keogh. Ridlin calling for the ball inside. They go to Carfino and then inside to Dalton. Back to Mark Dalton, who found a passage to the basket but couldn't score. Rebound from Davis. Pierce, the pass cut out by Keogh. He takes a quick look at the clock and fires for three. Pierce getting control for the 36ers. There's just 15 seconds on the clock before we go to quarter time. Mackay fires up. The Kings will have to be quick with this one. 9 seconds, 8. Carfino surely will fire up himself. Have to be very quick with it. Off glass. And we go to the quarter time break with Sydney holding a 10-point lead. The lay-in is good. The 36ers take the lead for the first time in the game, 41-40.
Adelaide take a 1-point lead, 41-40.
Davies inside for Brad Dalton, who sets the screen for Carfino, but they can't score from outside at the moment, the Kings. Davis driving to the basket, the finger rolls unsuccessful. Al Green has drawn a foul.
Well, Al Green pretty pumped up too. He knew the foul was...
36ers still out by 11. Green. Davis looking to get the ball inside to Orlando Phillips. And that's a charging foul. Fine defense from Mark Dalton.
A very obvious foul on Orlando Phillips, and he really didn't need to commit the foul because he had the ball in close. He only had to go straight up in the air, but he chooses to lean into Dalton. Dalton doing the right thing when you hit like that. If you have front position and you're hit, fall over, son, you get the foul. And he did just that.
Ridlin, the Kings now through Carfino, can't score. Goaltending called by referee Roger Shield. Orlando Phillips and Mark Davis both questioning that decision.
Well, Ray Hunt, the other referee, standing at the other end of the court and shaking his head to Mike Mackay. I'm not sure what that means, but it's 2 points to Sydney, 9 points the difference.
3 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Iceman.
Very good defense from Sydney it is. 1-1 was about to happen, but Mike Mackay was cut out. He's hurt his shoulder.
As a result, Pearce threw the ball away. So the Kings get another opportunity now. They trail by 9. They get it inside to Ridlin at last, who double pumps on Davis but can't score. Mackay bounce pass to Green, who did a fine job to control it but couldn't score. Carfino, Mark Dalton. Davies out there. That would be a desperate attempt by Bob Turner for Davies to light up and reduce this deficit quickly. Now gets control of it again, pulls up and banks it off glass. Morrissey and Phillips fighting for the rebound. It's a 36ers ball. Definitely came off Morrissey's feet that time. Green. Pearce getting the ball inside to Dwayne Nelson. He loses it to Ridlin. Carfino now looking for his teammates. Chooses Ian Davies. He'll fire the bomb. They needed that, Sydney. They're back within 5. There's 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mackay. He can't score, and the Kings get the ball back again. So a late rally from Sydney. Mark Dalton. Oh, he was looking at the basket. I'm sure he was thinking about slamming that before he got the handle on it.
Well, Adelaide have just lost their momentum. A few moments ago, leading by 13, now by 5, and have gone back into that 1-pass-1 shot routine, and that's why they were down in the first quarter.
There's 17 seconds to go on the clock. There's about 15 seconds on the shot clock. So they'll have to get one up fairly shortly. That's the 10-second buzzer you just heard. They're going to have to be very quick about it now. Green. Morrissey getting in the way. Great defense from Sydney. A final chance to...
That man is everywhere, Tim Morrissey.
Carfino's pace. Just wasn't quite the right measure on it. As Davies knocks that one out of the way, it'll be a 36ers ball.
Well, Mark, the referee's tending to let this game go a bit now. There's plenty of heavy body work on that, and they're just saying play on.
Just over 9 minutes to go in the game. A long way to go. The Kings trail by 7. Davis taking on Brad Dalton. The shot's a little hard, and Ridlin gets the rebound. Then it's a jump ball, I think. It'll be Davis and Brad Dalton.
That was good work from Mark Davis. Followed in his own shot, as any good basketballer should do. Never be that big-headed that you think every shot's going to drop. And he was the man. There you see Mark Davis getting in there. So Davis against Dalton, looking around for options.
Davis winning it, and it goes through Ninnis to Al Green. Mike Mackay firing for 2. He can't score, and it's a hacking foul by Morrissey against Davis.
I'm sure Brad Dalton thought that foul was going to be called on him. So he turned around very quickly the minute that whistle went. Brad Dalton has since been taken out of the game. Keogh back on the court.
Ninnis. Mark Davis. Al Green finding Phillips. Phillips can shoot from out there if he wants to, but not under that kind of pressure from Morrissey. The 36 is being forced a long way from the basket as Davis fires up. Davies drags in the rebound for the Kings. They need a few more. 83 to 76. The 36ers lead by 7. And this crowd doing their very best to get the Kings back up within a score of the 36ers at least. Let's see if we can get this one to go down to the wire. Davis, the inside pass. Good defense from the Kings. Keogh now. He'll pull up and wait for his teammates. Carfino for 3. Fires at that time.
Steve Carfino was never going to miss that shot. They gave him an inch, he took a mile, and it was swish for 3. And this is a real big ball game now. 4 points the difference.
Phillips. Morrissey on him. Back outside for Ninnis. He's got some space to shoot. Can't score it though. Morrissey fouled as he dragged down the rim. The lay-in, goes for the slam. And what a clutch slam. It brings the Kings back within one. 1:26 on the clock. And Morrissey has hit a Mazda slam that has lit this crowd up here at the Kingdome.
What an amazing turnaround. The three-pointer from Carfino was fabulous. And if you want better than fabulous, have a look at this. Morrissey, not the biggest man in the world, but by a G can he get up. Adelaide by one. A minute 19 to go. Here goes Phillips. And they won't
the
call
baseline.
fouls.
The call from Ray Hunt, and it'll be a foul against certainly a Sydney Kings player. I'm just waiting to see who it's called against. It's against Damien Keogh for hands over the clock. A timeout is called by Bob Turner. Puts it up for him, he scores. The 36ers are out by two. There's 20 seconds on the clock. The Kings are going to have to make this shot. Carfino, short with it. It could be all over. Mackay's got the ball in his hands. He's able to move away with it now. Rebellion deliberately fouling. He really had no choice. And the 36ers now are right in the box seat. They lead by two. There's 8 seconds to go. And they have...
But the shot clock
there it is.
down. It's all over.
It's all over. And the Adelaide 36ers have defeated the Sydney Kings in another nail-biter. The Kings now won't be hanging on to that lead in the Hungry Jacks NBL, and depending on other results, the 36ers could find themselves there. That's how tight the competition is. Final score 96-94, Adelaide over Sydney.